And welcome back, guys. Time now for game number 2 of NiP, the Ninjas in Pajamas, taking on Vega Squadron. Got a draft underway, so myself, GoDz, and Fogged will be hopping right in as things start to unravel here. Fogged, Vega looking pretty good. You kind of mentioned it could be a quick 2-0. Do you still feel the same seeing these opening few picks?
I mean, I guess we'll see. NiP did get their Wisp, which they love, but now Vega's got their Darkseer and their Queen of Pain again, so we'll see how that ends up paying off. So, you know, Vega's already got some setting up for some big team fight. Let's see how NiP wants to respond.
Yeah, and Darkseer means you can at least kind of counter-initiate an IO coming in with that vacuum wall.
They just went for the Tiny. I was gonna say I think they'll either go for the Tiny here or maybe some kind of like disruptor like they usually like to do.
Yeah. And this is a bit less team fight focused for NiP. It means they can avoid the Vega team fight a bit and use IO Tiny to split push more and quote-unquote rat, perhaps. So, see where Vega go. They've got the 2 of their cores already, so kind of not necessarily a big problem for them because these heroes are so strong and they play around them well, but they've revealed a lot of like the pieces of their of what they're going to be putting together here.
I guess they just really wanted the QoP. They didn't want it to get banned out. They just wanted to pick it up, not worrying about the other supports just yet. Darkseer is always just safe, very safe pick in the first 2.
Yeah, and something you kind of pointed out before we came in, looks like Vega choosing Radiant, but NiP again on the dire side, so it seems teams kind of have their preference of side to some extent. For the most part, it feels like teams often prefer Radiant, but in some of the bigger matches, like during Singapore and Nanyang, it was actually a dire preference a lot of the time. I guess maybe more on like the clutch matches, you want to have the Roche side advantage, but in like the fast-paced games like we're seeing, like you look at that last game, Roche doesn't even come into the picture at all. So if you can get a win in the early game, it seems Radiant is the preferred side.
Yeah, Roche there was just kind of like, you know, just nail in the coffin.
They could have done that without an Aegis, it felt like. I guess it allowed no one to be a bit more aggressive and irresponsible with his positioning because he has an Aegis. But see the next few picks come out now. So IO Tiny, NiP Classic, and Vega looking for their supports as well as their Pasha hero for the safe lane.
Yeah. NiP fanned out the disruptor. Interesting.
Targeting the supports, so none of Pasha's heroes getting really banned here. The Jug's still available, the Ember Spirit's still available. Whatever kind of he wants to go for is still in the pool now.
Is Ember getting less popular finally? A little bit, right?
Yeah, a little bit. It was ignored during the Vici Secret match for the most part. Like Secret, it was funny because the first time they versed him, they had Ember first pick both games, and then it suddenly became not picked at all.
Yeah. There's like, you know, maybe we're overrating this. Everybody's loving that hero, but he does kind of get ran at if you don't get a good start.
Definitely still good.
Yeah, they still have they have the Darkseer, you know, for the Ion Shell, Flame Guard, or at least if they decide to go for it. And it's like Pasha's favorite hero.
Your main concern here would be you have no pushing heroes. Okay. Ember, QoP, Darkseer, and those 3 cores can't really break towers very easily. Not that Gyro's a huge step up.
Just more team fight. Yeah. Even more team fight. That's like this is gonna be a full split push, relocates and everything coming out for NiP already. It seems like. Yeah. So a bit better being on the front lines compared to Ember's not really a frontline hero in any way.
Yeah. So NiP pick up Bane as their secondary support to go with this. And what do you make of Bane? I've heard like some players talk about how Bane's like the awfully overrated support that has like actually sucks. Some players swear by it being like amazing.
It's super hit or miss, it seems. Yeah. It's either like, wow, this Bane's doing so much work this game, or wow, this Bane is doing nothing this game. He really needs to get that level 10 so he has max enfeeble so he's relevant. But I mean, I think it kind of just depends. Like it really depends on what your lineups, your verse, and your positioning throughout the entire game. If you get your levels, it's really good. If your pole's not blocked, if you're able to just constantly get your poles off, get your levels up, you're doing pretty good. Vega, however, picks up an Earthshaker, which is quite good versus Bane, and more team fight.
Yep. At some point, you got to worry, it's like, is it too much emphasis on the team fight, or is that not really a concern? I mean, they've got strong lanes. You've got Darkseer, Gyro, QoP, so it's not like it's all in on team fight. They can do well on the lane stage. They can have some split push coming out from the Queen of Pain. And Darkseer can be kind of annoying just off in the off lane solo pushing a lane. So
yeah, overall it's really good team fight. Overall, they do need some levels, but their lanes so far are quite strong.
Yep. Are you worried about the Queen of Pain's matchup mid against an IO Tiny, or is that?
I was actually about to say that the Shaker's probably going to be rotating a bunch then toward the mid lane, and the Wisp has to be a bit careful. He can't really trade hits at all with the QoP whenever Shaker is off the map. He has to just be doing his constant efficiency stack, make sure my Tiny's getting good last hit stack, you know, just the usual.
So It's more of a farm game possibly from that Iotani side.
Just have to be a little bit more careful because of that Earthshaker. And we'll see what Vega wants to go for last as well.
The Rubik's still there if they want the Rubik gyro. It's an option.
It's okay just because of the gyrocopter. I think with Earthshaker it's a little bit weaker, but overall the gyrocopter really solidifies it.
Yeah. And they're a little light on the lockdown. They've got Shaker, obviously, who brings a lot to the table, but Darkseer Vacuum, not saying you have at all in the early game. And in the lane with a gyrocopter, you want to have at least some kind of a disable or a slow to have more kill potential.
Yeah.
So NiP now, they've got to reveal more of their core heroes, because we haven't really... I mean, they've gone Iotani, but that does not summarize everything they're looking to do with this game. And we need to see what Limp's going to be playing, as well as the offlaner for Jonas and Fan.
I'm always just interested in Jonas' hero. Just like, what are they going to give him this time? We got some fun. There we go.
Something different.
Don't really see him playing that too much. He's usually more of like a Legion Commander, Axe, Centaur, those type of strength, tanky heroes.
Legion.
And this, even more so, solidifies the Rat. The full Rat dedication by NiP.
And that's where Vega's last pick support may be something with at least some catch potential. Maybe you'd rather go for like a Lion or something, so you can pick off heroes who are trying to Rat.
Yeah. Maybe. Solo likes to... I don't know if you... Have they been picking Witch Doctor?
Solo... So it's Sioma who plays the Shaker for them?
Oh, it might actually be Solo. That's a good point, yeah.
I think it's more Solo.
Yeah, they banned... I was going to say Witch Doctor looks like the perfect pick for Vega here.
Okay.
Just the way they usually draft.
Yeah.
Some more lockdown and everything. Very good versus Swiss Tony.
And then NiP is an Axe Band coming out from Vega. I mean, talked about a Jonas here, but also something they've run in a safe lane position. With like an Iotani, they could put Limp or someone on the Axe.
Yeah, that is true.
To see what they look to pair up with the Bane in that safe lane now. We have Darkseer they've got to deal with. Do we dare see the Mirana type pick? Bane Mirana?
Oh god, I hope not.
Pikehead's still low. I saw him playing that earlier today. He was having some fun.
I've been seeing a lot of people, like Artur's been spamming it. Like a lot of people have just been spamming it, but I saw Mushi play the other day, went Arcane Boots and stuff too.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know what Mushi's doing when he does that. It's just... Mushi just plays by feel a lot of the time, it feels like.
Yeah, he does.
Rather than by like logic or like numbers or whatever. He just... Like, it feels like I have mana issues and Arcane Boots will help me and my team. Yeah. So there's not like there's not really logic. I mean, there's kind of some logic, but...
I mean,
the results are there, so...
Yeah. He's like, I don't really do anything, I don't really do anything on this hero anyway. I just might as well give my teammates some mana and be able to spam my spells, which do stuff.
Turn a
I
useless carry into a somewhat useful support.
I do think that heroes... It's not abysmal. There's too many heroes that are just great versus in general right now. These tanky heroes just in general just sit there. And ooh.
Okay. Bit more kind of greedy-ish pick. Bit more damage coming out. I like it against Iotani in general. Like, you've got good luck. The familiar stuns can help a lot against these heroes.
They have so much damage on the side of Vega. That is, I wouldn't want a team fight into that at all. They gotta... I mean, obviously, with the Fury on Wistani, they have to really just avoid this constantly. But defending towers looks like it's going to be pretty grim for NiP because they don't really have a single outspam hero right now. Even though Vega doesn't have like a straight-up tower hitter, they have the Gyro, who's going to be probably free farm. Then they have the Visage if he gets the birds and levels early on.
So last pick possibly saying with some AoE clear.
I would think they would need at least one to get like, at least tower aggro. They have like Treants right now to get the tower aggro. And Enfeeble, I guess.
Oh, there
we go.
Jonas, or is this going to be somewhere else? We'll have to see.
So it's probably...
Oh, Limp.
Limp is on the Legion.
Safe lane Legion, possibly. I mean, when I think Jonas Heroes, Legion Commander is the first that comes to mind. As far as something he just loves to play a lot of. But looks like Prophet.
Is that good?
Like safe lane Legion?
I guess it's the outspam they needed. It's pick off.
You get a fast blink, you find a blink jewel, and then in comes Iotani with a relocate. Like, and there's the Prophet also with a TP. You've got Io Prophet +1 with the relocate who can be anywhere on the map. I feel they've got a lot of pick-off potential. Not just a Legion Commander. Bane can just go off on his own, try and find a Fiend script. Both Bane and Legion Commander have that single target lockdown that can just set up a relocate or a Prophet TP.
Yeah, we used to see that more often, like a long time ago. And people you see like the Beastmaster always paired up with the Wistani, the Bane always paired up with the Wistani.
It's one thing maybe they do like is they don't have like any kind of vision hero. Like we've been seeing like Night Stalkers, Beastmaster type picks.
They definitely needed this outspam though, just in case, just if anything is like. If the game goes to complete disaster early on, and they need just something to keep their tier 1s up in order to keep their map control.
All right. Well, we'll see. A bit of a interesting little draft coming out from NiP here. Vega, though, is just going for the solid, bit more standard picks, it looks like. Will be Vega actually running solo on the Visage and Sioma playing the Shaker.
Yeah, he's just... I figured as soon as they picked like Visage or something, I was going to say, Solo's going to play like the farmer, and Siema's going to sit on mid. He's definitely just going to sit, stack, Fissure the Wisp, give his co-op like a decent start. And no one is... I mean, we've seen he's a very good Queen of Pain. He plays it all the time. His co-op, his Shadow Fiend is usually on point.
All right, well, looks like early TP's coming out. Mag first on the Darkseer will be TPing up top, so likely that means we'll be seeing him in the off lane this time, not going to safe lane solo. Will be Limp actually gearing up towards a mid Legion commander. We talked about the IO Tiny being paired up, but it looks like Tiny may head safe lane.
Yeah, remove the Shadow Strike with press the attack. You kind of just... I like this better. They're not going to have the levels so much on the Tiny because it looks like the Bane isn't going to have a pull.
Yep.
But at least they'll have the high levels on the the Legion Commander for the outspam that we were talking about.
They may have a
before.
pull. They've got Sentry Wards. Hanskin's not gone for the Bottle Rush.
Okay. Let's see if he finds the Universe Ward. Because it looks like that he did place that one. It's just outside of the sentry position in the trees.
Yeah. Well, they've got 2 sentries for this if they need it, and we'll see if they hold on to them. On the Radiant side, it looks like just pesky little treants going out doing some scouting. They've already plopped down the sentry. They did... Okay, I don't think Prophet's actually thrown out any wards just yet.
No.
This sentry was just preemptively planted.
Yep. So the nice thing for that is at least they waste their sentry, and now Jonas, if he's able to micro his treants very nicely, he's going to be able to block the pulls anyway. And Vega's going to be suffering a little bit on levels, but at the same time, they're probably just going to do a dual lane anyway with the Visage and the Gyro. Just beat down the trees if they're in the lane. Make sure you just get your levels and don't let the Furion bully your carry.
It feels like overall both teams going for a more farm-centric laning stage here. The fact they ran the Tiny in the safe lane with a Bane and Io's going to be just stacking for days means we'll likely see a very passive start for both teams. Legion will probably... I mean, even with the press the attack against the Shadow Strike, do you see Limp able to contest this lane very much, or is this going to be fairly Queen of Pain-sided?
It's probably going to be Queen of Pain-sided. You do okay, but with the if Earthshaker decides to just like come in, if you get blocked, you can be in some trouble.
Whoa, top lane. Mag very deep here. He's committed for this once he's level 2, but by the time he gets it, he's already gone down for a first blood. He was kind of all in. He had Iron Shell. He pushed up in the lane and just said, well, I've got to get level 2 for a Surge and try and fight around my Iron Shell.
Man, he didn't even need to force that. He has the pull blocked. Oh, it actually does. Oh, he put it just in the wrong spot. It does get caught by that. Unfortunate.
Okay. And this is a little bit, and we'll see. The pull spawned right at the 1 minute mark. So this offlane, Mag can't do much. He's headed right into the jungle.
He got his 2 at least.
Yeah.
And there's a stack for him. He's got to go.
And not a stack that Queen of Pain particularly wants or needs. That's not a mid-hero who expects to have stacks to fall back on. So from that point of view, this is almost being set up for the Darkseer to get some more farm recovery. Bottom lane, Jonas going to go for the TP out. No Soul Assumption just yet. Still level 1 Visage with Grave Chill.
At least he got his level 2. Both offlaners getting their level 2s at the relatively the same time. Vega's able to do this jungle much better though than Jonas is going to.
He's Limp taking a ton of damage mid. Gets his bottle though, so...
He's doing okay on the CS.
Yeah. Was just being harassed, but with the bottle up now, he can look for a 2-minute rune and hopefully be okay here against this Queen of Pain. The Ire already had a top looking to secure it for him, and has 700 gold here. Limp will throw out one last nuke before he heads up top, and it looks like, Queen of Pain unable to contest this one, and Bounty Rune at bottom waiting to be claimed for the side of Vega. Oh,
NiP just missed they tried to go for a double stack, and they missed both.
Oh, no.
Pretty crappy. But Jonas did something pretty nice here. As he was walking to the jungle with his hero, he sent his treants to pull the bottom creep wave to try to kind of stack up a double wave to prep if he wanted to go down there.
Okay.
And it looks like Vega is going to try to salvage it, though. They're going to try pulling and connecting to this big camp.
Yep. All right. Shaker's, swooping on through. We'll even get a little... Oh, no, doesn't need this Tango, so...
Yeah, he's gonna get a lot of XP here as soon as this pushes in.
Yep.
Jonas.
Yeah, and he can just jungle until it gets at his tower and then TP down there, I guess.
Yeah, and he's got a nice side ward down. Let's see if they find it here.
On the you mean the one by the bottom river?
No, Jonas put one down on the side of the bottom lane.
Okay, yeah, the dire ward. I see.
Yeah, just so he knows what's going on.
I guess he'll be careful about... He'll TP down here to draw aggro off tower, but needs to be careful not to get fissured.
Yeah.
That would likely be the end of him. So they get the stack this time from the Bane. It looks like for now, Nature's Prophet not wanting to go down bottom. And Vega with a big creep wave are just going to start laying into this tier 1. No TP just yet from Prophet. Possibly feeling a bit not at ease with the number of heroes committed.
All that delicious experience. Maybe it was not a good idea. It looks like it was maybe a bit detrimental to just pull that back. They might lose an early tower, but at the same time, losing that early tower might not be the worst because you free up that lane for yourself.
It used to be, not even going that far back, it used to be the metagame where you tried to push that tier 1 bottom tower, or like safe lane tower in the first 5 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
Nowadays, I think people quickly realize, wait, that's actually not a good thing most of the time.
Yeah, it's like you have to be very aware of pulling your lane back if you do that.
Yep.
So Sayoma, rotate top.
Oh, Mr. Fisher on error here. Gets tethered for some extra movement speed. Avalanche will hit the toss straight up in the air, and down goes Sayoma. Roll it.
Sometimes you just underestimate the movement speed from the Wisp and the Tiny. You know, he missed the stun, and he was trying to get the aggro on the creep wave, and he's like, uh oh, I did not hit the Tiny. This is not what I wanted.
Yeah, didn't have boots as well, so like bit of a misplay, but something forgivable and not really that costly for Vega. Just their 5 position Earthshaker. They will TP in heroes to the tier 2. It looks like they want to fight this one.
Oh man, they're
TP
bringing
from
the whole
Queen
party.
Of Pain. No one doesn't even have ultimate here. They're really committed for this one.
Oh, DD Rune.
An Iron Shell. No one. Yep, as you said, DD Rune is up, and Seal Kid could be in some trouble here. Turns for a Brain Sap. Arrow's got an Avatos, and no one will go down. They're paying for this one. They're going to TP up the Nature's Prophet as well. Solo's in fairly deep on the Visage, and it's a 1-for-1 trade, but the tower goes the way of NiP. Picked up by the Prophet, and a Queen of Pain kill was huge. That's the same rotation we saw last game, except Queen of Pain was level 6 by then. This time, not the case.
I felt like that was a bit rushed. I feel like they just really wanted to defend that tower, but I don't feel like it was really that necessary. They didn't have 6 on Gyro, didn't have 6 on the Queen of Pain. Can't really make the proper rotations to defend it well. And yeah, they just unfortunately feed away the Quap, give Tiny some more farm. What's he gonna go? He's got Shreds, Quelling Blade, just some standard stuff. Getting pressured a little bit by the Ion Shells now. Mag's got good levels. Level 5. Pretty good farm. Boot Soul Ring.
Maybe one of the situations where pushing a fast tier 1 is beneficial if your opponents have a really strong level 6, because you mentioned the Gyro Cop not level 6, Visage not level 6. Vega's lineup gets incredibly stronger once they hit their ultimates.
Yeah. Oh, Limp might get trapped. Nope.
Gets back to the high ground. Does have a ward on his hill here in the mid lane. Something you always want to have against a Queen of Pain.
Yeah, it seems like they do that almost every game that they play versus these Queen of Pains or anyone who can burst.
And Pasha now on Gyro. Ready to rotate. Has a TP scroll. Hits level 6.
NiP being very aware of stacking though. You know, they're keeping it up. Even though their Bane and their Wisp are... Or the Wisp is actually doing very well with levels, but the Bane is a little bit underleveled.
Jonas, he TP'd down just to grab a rune, and it was a bounty rune. Not a haste or an invis, something that may have saved his life.
Not ideal.
No.
So we have Pasha. We haven't really looked at him. He's just chilling in his safe lane. He's got boots. He's going Treads, it looks like. Treads a killer. Tanking up so he doesn't just get, you know, Ava toss comboed with the Brain Sap.
Yeah. A lot of burst damage from NiP in the early game.
Yeah, especially once that Furion gets 6. Although he is having some trouble. The Wrath of Nature is something that people tend to overlook how much damage it really does.
Kid pushed up pretty far here. Gets down a deep ward, but there's a fissure as well. A Mag, Iron Shell, not going to fight this. Not sure if he realized a ward was planted there or not. Oh, Sentry is actually further up in lane.
Nice Obs ward. Yeah. Pretty unexpected. I don't think that one will get countered. Yeah.
It was a very odd movement to plant it, but...
Seema did the same thing. He placed one up on this high ground during that time as well.
Okay. So you see area here, Handskin, going to have level 6 soon, which is something you always want to keep tabs of for the relocate. And here we go. They finish off the small camp. Could be looking for that first jewel of the game, perhaps. Limp is in Viz, making his way towards top, and he's got great vision because of that recently planned Observer ward.
This looks is going to be a kill here.
Yeah. Don't really see a good way out from Mag unless he can like surge down river now. TP coming from Prophet even. They are all in for this one.
He's like, guys, I need XP.
Oh, that Sentry helps him out. That wall is there. He can't really TP. He's going to do what damage he can, and the jewel toss. First jewel of the game goes NiP's way, although Handskin got very low.
Ooh, that could have been dangerous. I think if he had micro the illusions earlier, it would have been maybe a Wisp kill. But you know, the Ion Shell, he didn't really expect him to run into it. Some nice needed experience there for Seal Kid and Jonas. And yeah, dual damage. Good old Invis rune.
Yeah, especially for a core Legion, you really rely on
Limp
that.
getting gone on.
Shaker gonna not hit the totem to follow it up, and it looks like NiP.
Yeah, press the attack. Pretty
Find
decent
their way out
spell.
of there.
200 heal, remove Shadow Strike. Good stuff.
And something that Vega haven't really done is contest or scout out these stacks. Only now that Queen of Pain gets an illusion room, we see them swoop on into this dire jungle. But
yeah, and that's what, a 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a 4 stack right there.
4, yep, okay. With the Gyrocopter, Queen of Pain, like you've got both your ultimates. It almost feels like it would be a good opportunity to try and contest this, but it's gonna be too late soon. Era, he's in there, and one more Avatos combo will seal the deal. Vega are grouping up now, almost looking like they want to go for some kind of a smoke gank on their side of the map, but still looking to just play the farm game. Solo's at bottom, getting his level 6, so they're going to hit all their kind of key ultimate timings, but
yeah, next timing is probably the mech on the Darkseer.
Yep. We'll have to see if they go for any kind of a play around this.
Looking much better for NiP this game than last game, though. Lanes aren't going atrociously.
Yep. It's a more slow-paced game, and Vega, it does feel playing a bit more. I mean, they aren't entirely playing passively. They went for that one defense at top lane, but it was just a defense that they forced too much and didn't need to go for.
Yeah.
But still the farm to fall back on. Gyro is just a little bit behind the Tiny since Tiny had the stack advantage. Queen of Pain a little bit ahead of the Legion Commander, so it is all in all a fairly even game still, with NiP just taking a slight farm edge.
Yeah, I was pretty surprised we didn't see the them go for like a rotation with the Gyrocopter to the short lane, to NiP short lane. Yep. When he hits the 6, because he gets it so early. Looks like they want to group up and go for this mid lane. We got Visage with his familiars. Gyrocopter picked up his Ogre Axe, so he's got 1200 HP, fairly tanky.
Limp could be in some trouble, needs TP support. The wall going to be there on the other side of him. 1 familiar stun, 2. Solo blocks him in as well. That was some great Visage play. But here comes NiP from the side.
Oh no, NiP, get out of there.
Era in a lot of trouble here, not getting healed up by Hanskin on the behind. Kaya was full HP there, which kind of worked against the Tiny, and Vega not getting punished for this dive. There's a bit of pressure coming the way of this top tier 2 tower, but that's going to be easily dealt with by, well, a Shaker TP of all heroes, but he can happily get this experience.
That reload kit was really not good. You don't want to be. You know Vega's gonna want a 5-man up right now. You know the type of lineup they have. You don't want. You know your LC's dead there for sure. You relocate in and you're just going into a Gyrocopter call down and everything. You really want to stick to the split push game still, even though you feel like you're doing a little bit better. You have to identify your lineup.
Oh, Hanskin, so be careful. Queen of Pain nearby with a haste. Looks like they will secure the mid tier 1 deny from the NiP side, and with Tiny respawning, they will also repel the Queen of Pain, who was hasted at the top side of the map.
Do you think Era goes for the Blink Rush? Probably, right?
Tiny. The fact he's saving this much money, it looks like it.
Yeah.
With Legion, I guess close-ish to a Blink. It's not entirely necessary, but it means you've got the insta follow-up. Like, if a Legion gets a Blink Jewel off, you want to have the Avatos right away.
You get all that burst as well. You know, you get the Wrath of Nature with the duel plus the combo. Pretty much anyone's dead.
It means, because if you're IO relocating in as the follow-up, it's going to put IO in these really dangerous positions where you're likely losing the Wisp. But
alright, we got Fiend's Grip online now, Seal Kid. You got a smoke on you. Looks like Vega's just, they're just going to do what they, identify the strength of their lineup. They're going to group up, take these tier 1s.
Well, these familiars. So you can have our tier 1. We'll just take your damn familiars.
Ooh. I think I get neither of them.
Neither.
Oh, no.
Oh, gosh. Well, then. That didn't work out so well, and Vega actually rotating towards mid. They've smoked up, and they may catch an NiP by surprise. Limp hits the ball, gets hit by a Fissure, but he's on the right side of it. And a huge Prophet ultimate.
5-man overwhelming odds as well.
Yeah, that was everyone down to half HP. Luckily, Vega have a mech. You kind of mentioned the mech timing, and that helps them out a bit there.
Yeah, instead of just going for the push, they see NiP wants to try to make a trade. They just run in, defend their tower.
Would have been good.
Smart adjustment. Very smart adjustment.
Would have been great. Ideally, they wanted the pick-off, but not the case. Legion just in the right position and gets a huge boost in move speed when he hits that overwhelming odds.
Yeah, he was at 5-2-2. Pretty good stuff right there.
No, they swing back top, so they defend mid, and then they can still continue to push.
We got the Blink Tiny. Looks like Furion's going for the Orchid build.
Are NiP all just about split push here, or is there any way they can really defend the 5-man?
Oh, it's probably just split push and pickoffs. Right now, I don't think they want to defend this type of tower. These are just death traps. Looks like, yeah, Vega put some nice wards down too. They have some nice aggressive wards, scouting out the Ancients, scouting out the enemy jungle as well. I think NiP really needs to just go for, just pick off and farm.
It seems that's the plan. They'll see a lot of heroes grouped up top. Their ward here may scout out Shaker if he pushes up any further. Yep, they've seen...
Yep, there it is.
Okay, they've got vision of him. They're going to go in with the toss. That's going to be a dual kill. Mag shows up, but it's too late. Now Vega committing a lot of heroes down bottom. They want to fight this one. We'll see Pasha come with a cooldown. That's not going to hit anything, but they've blown up the Wisp, which means Limp as well as Era somewhat on their own. Fiend's Grip onto Pasha, but he's tanky with the Sange Treads. And now NiP, I think, just have to get the hell out of here. They won't get the tier 1 tower. Vega will up top. And they trade an IO for a Shaker. Good news for NiP is they do get some more dual damage for the Legion Commander.
Still, though, tower defended. They might know that this ward is here now, too, just from the way they went on the Earthshaker.
They've got to expect some vision, either there where they put it or somewhere behind the tier 1 bottom tower.
Yeah. And the Wisp is also... Wisp is 3,000 gold net worth, and Earthshaker is only a measly 900.
Yeah. So
pretty beneficial there for Vega. Some very good rotations. Like, it just seems like whoever's making the calls on Vega are making the right calls majority of the time.
Yeah. That was with NiP not really doing anything too wrong. They saw the big push coming top lane. They knew they had to just split push and farm the other side of the map. They had the ward down to find the pickoff. I mean, there was very much according to the game plan of split push and find pickoffs, but Vega just too kind of quick to rotate and very, very fast reactions.
Looks like they might go for a bottom kill here. We got the Fiend's Grip
that's
almost
so hard.
up.
1400 HP though.
It's ambitious.
There's a tier 1 tower as well, a Shaker TP or something. They're going to Nightmare this,
Nightmare.
but that just buys time for the TP. It's going to be Queen of Pain as well as a lot of heroes backing him up. They're going to look for the dual kill. They'll get it. Cooldown catches out 3 initially, but looks like NiP just on full retreat here. Blink forward. Seal Kid going to go down to a double damage. Queen of Pain. The chase is on. The relocate back.
Oh, Jonas is getting caught.
Oh, they lose a Radiant's Courier. Jonas now. Okay, there we go. Caught in the Radiant jungle, and elsewhere, a Courier was sniped by the IO Tiny at the Radiant secret shop.
Beautiful relocate position. Just comes right back in. Oh, look, a Courier.
That's handy. I don't know if that had anything. Okay, nothing on it. It was probably, what, buying... I don't know. Something. Darkseer's Arcane Boots, perhaps.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it was getting. Maybe... did Seema get his Arcane Boots? No.
He's not got money. I think it must be the Darkseer Arcanes. Although Darkseer can just get from the side shop if he wanted to there.
I guess we'll find out soon.
Visage Point Booster as well is another likely to
yeah. Jonas doing fairly well. Almost highest net worth on his team, getting close, and he's basically got his Orchid finished up. So some more pick-off potential. Now they can maybe even go for the Queen of Pain with the relocate ganks.
And NiP starting to kind of find themselves here in the mid lane. They're going to go for another pick-off. They get the Jewel out. No one gets taken out. That was your top farmer who was very close to an Orchid there. Call down looking for a counter initiation. Era could be in some trouble here. Hanskin's got relocated in 3 seconds. Needs to heal himself back up as well as Era from the low ground.
He's got him out.
Relocate, tether out.
Nice play.
Gets him back to safety. Nightmare now, and we'll have to see if they look to come back in. I think with a healed up Tiny, they may look to fight this one. They know there's no cooldown. Seema going to get himself gripped up, and Limp blinks forward. One more kill going their way, and with the IO Tiny rocking back up, they're going to go in on the Gyrocopter. Pasha low. The earned damage was well going to help secure the kill, and NiP, they fight back here in game number 2, starting to gain some momentum. Era gets chased down by the homing missile finally, and looks like that'll be the end of that as Vega lose 3, and some
pickoffs are working.
Play. Yeah.
Really nice play there on the mid lane, getting the Queen of Pain there. Tossing in, I think it was it a toss? Or he just blink Ava, then tossed him up, and then the duel came out.
Yeah, just the double blinks. And
yeah. Almost mech finished up on Wisp. Drum, he picks up a not early drum. He doesn't just go for the straight Ags on the Tiny. He gets a nice little drum there to just help his team out in the early game. Orchid finished on Furion. Bane's got some arcanes. Looking pretty good for NiP.
All right, yeah, they're hitting most of the items they need right now. Io's, very close to the mech as well. Solo now could be a freebie kill at the bottom lane. They've already killed off the Queen of Pain as Visage goes down. That was a Queen of Pain kill up top. A dual kill with the Orchid. Vega they're kind of just bleeding away kill after kill right now, and bad news for the CIS squad.
So much for them making the right calls every time. So they cast their curse. Remember when I said it, they started dying.
Very much NiP, once they hit their blinks and their Orchids, they found the pickoffs.
Yeah.
Felt like they were very much waiting for these items.
They just have so much burst for the gyro. Even though he went this tanky build, he's burstable. And he's going to be located on again. They got the Orchid on him. And no duel yet, but dead.
No problem. That's a core hero going down. Vacuum Wall is there with a fissure. There's no mana for an Echo Slam, though. Shaker walked in as if he was going to cast one, but now Queen of Pain rocking up. It's going to be a relocate back down towards the bottom lane, and Queen of Pain says, not even worth TPing anymore.
Starting to get a bit out of hand now. They're just getting constant pickoffs. No one's... Orchid just keeps getting pushed back more and more. Yeah, it's looking so good, too. The rotations by Vega were looking great, and then just 1 or 2 pickoffs just now is snowballing into 5 pickoffs. Now it looks like it's going to be another one in the bottom lane.
Yeah, they're ready for it. Io Tiny, march on forward, Avatos with the tether, but they needed that one extra hero there. Bane was nearby, but hard for him to just start trying to walk up when it's daytime without being spotted.
Nice ward right there. They put another one down, because the other one got countered, so they put one in the lane this time.
Yep. Well,
just keeping up the aggression.
Vega just now really falling behind on farm. Pasha's had this Sanj treads for, like, it feels like 5 minutes, 6 minutes now.
Yeah. Feeling the pressure. Wisp now with his own mech. So Wisp he's pretty damn farmed. Urn, bottle, mech, stick, level 10, max overcharge.
And so Vega now going to, I feel like they've almost underused their smokes. Probably one of the maybe areas where they have struggled this game. Handskin.
He's got tether.
Gets down to the low ground. Takes next to no damage really off of that gank, and that's the second smoke. Well, the second smoke we've seen this game. The first one, at least, they defended a tower with. This one achieves them nothing.
Yeah, they've got a Darkseer Blink now, at least for Vega, but throwing out the call down and everything, and not even netting a Wisp kill there. Pretty unfortunate for them. Limp's doing good. 54 dual damage, looking good. On his way to his BKB.
Very much just not allowing Vega to use the power of their strong 5-man. It's always NiP kind of getting a pick to start the fight, and if there is a pseudo team fight that follows, it's always on NiP's own terms. They've got like a numbers advantage, or they're kiting around using the Io relocate, the blink daggers on their Tiny as well as Legion.
Great wards in general from NiP this game. Like that top ward got them that kill on Mag earlier, then they put this bottom ward, it got the kill on Sema, now they put another one, it got almost a kill on no one. The mid lane ward got a kill on no one as well. Our Queen of Pain. Every time I say no one, I feel like I'm just saying nobody. Jonas is doing great.
Yes.
Top net worth. Orchid and 4K gold.
And considering how poor of a start he had, that's a little bit surprising.
Yeah.
He was struggling early on. Vega now worried about Roshan. Ooh. Sonic Wave was used. They had Fissure there. A bit surprised to see them go for the Sonic Wave, but they get the kill. They'll take whatever they can get at this point, even though it's just to support Io. Really feels like Vega have not had a chance to use the Sonic Wave, the cooldown, to much success at all this game.
Yeah, another lane ward placed in the top lane now by Seal Kid.
We kind of talked about the Bane, how it can be hit or miss. This game, it definitely feels like it's been an overall success for NiP.
Yeah, and he's got the max Nightmare as well. Full dedication, doesn't even go for these people. Duel, dead.
Easy kills. Familiar's going to drop. It's going to be too late. Even if he'd used them earlier, would not have mattered. And these are not just like a kill for a kill around the map. Dual damage going to keep adding up for a Limp. He's now working on a BKB. It's
going to start getting ridiculous, especially once they start actually being able to hit like buildings. Press the attack on a Tiny with a Wisp overcharge with the Aghanims. Those towers melt pretty quickly.
And he's already got a BKB. This is such a good BKB game. You look at the damage output from Vega right now, it's almost purely coming from the nukes and the spell damage. Gyrocopter's not hitting hard just yet. Shaker and Visage, a lot of their teamfight contribution is just their nukes, disables, and spell damage. The Darkseer Vacuum Blink combo can be negated. Just the Sonic Wave to really bypass a BKB.
Yeah, Vega's feeling the pressure. Not leaving their side of the map at all. Only one ward on the map as well. That bottom river ward.
You know, talked about leaving their side of the map. A Prophet Aghanim Scepter is going to keep them even further back now.
Oh, man.
This is going to turn into like one of those Ags Refresher type games, do you think, for a Prophet? Just trees everywhere.
If it gets to that point, maybe. If he wants to go for the build. I'm sure he doesn't have to, but why not, right?
Yeah. It's Prophet not known for his teamfight capability, so
might as well have
treants.
Might as well have treants everywhere.
Vega don't want to be split across the map in multiple lanes defending, because NiP's lineup is so good at finding pickoffs. Io, Tiny, Prophet, 3 heroes that can just be anywhere on the map at once, and then the Bane Legion commander who can lock those solo defenders down.
Yeah. Looks like Ara's pretty close to that Ags. NiP playing very confident in the enemy jungle.
Here come Vega, though. They're smoked up. No one knocked. Oh, they revealed themselves, and Limp got the blink out. Vacuum will hit, but it means Vacuum's now on cooldown, and they don't really have the best follow-up for this.
I think they might have seen the BKB as well.
On the Legion. Okay.
Yeah, I got a little bit deterred by it.
Well, smoke unsuccessful. Again, Vega, very much like considering how good they are when they hit level 6. Normally you see a team get their level 6s and use smokes, or get the Darkseer mech, use smokes, and get a ton of kills. Oh, Limp, by the way. Dual BKB kill.
Where'd he go?
It just feels like smokes have not done anything for Vega this game more than anything.
He died so fast.
This Legion has so much solo kill potential now with 82 bonus damage.
Hey, he's got 220 damage already. And he's level 15, so he's got all of his abilities maxed. NiP just ahead of the game almost every single time. Just better movements after that early game.
If they want, they can start thinking about Roshan now. They've got Tiny's Ag Scepter. Their teamfight just getting scarier and scarier. I guess Roche is one of the areas where you may be playing into a Vega teamfight, but looks like they're going to catch up. Mag here, blink away. Era has a blink, but ooh, went for it.
Very close. Oh, and Radiant's career gets killed. Jonas sees it going in. TPs, kills it. Nothing on it, at least. But still, more money. More influx of cash. Jonas is going for an Octarine.
Good stuff.
Now he's got to max the Sprout, though, because then he has it's Perma Sprout. That's the best part.
Oh. On a Gyrocopter, the Gyro's still carrying Tengos, but he's going to have to do, like Quelling Blade at this point, almost.
He's been carrying the whole game, too.
This is like a melee carries knife. I guess melee carries are more likely to have a Quelling Blade or something than a ranged
Up,
carry.
relocate bot. And splat. And another kill.
Possibly, yeah.
These wards. He saw Seema sitting behind.
Well, actually, they may keep on going for this one. This is a Gyro in trouble. No BKB. They'll get the 1 kill onto Bane, and Mag going in needs to pop the mech, but it feels like it may be too late for Vega. Basher just trying to Rocket Barrage down. The Sprout comes out, and Era on his own here. Avatos, Limp goes blinking in as well, and now they're going to turn and fight. One more sweep of his club, and Era.
Go, Era. Get him.
With an Ultra. Oh, denied by the Mag Blink TP.
Boo.
So we're like, Io, where are you? Let's relocate to the fountain. We can do this.
Looking very hard for Vega now. They just, like we were saying, they keep getting picked off. Everyone just all over the place. Constant pickoffs. Not even just one-man pickoffs. It seems like every time one guy gets picked off, the guy behind him gets picked off, then another person on the other side of the map gets picked off. Now Tiny is 9-1 with almost 200 CS. He's got his Blink, Ags, Drum, 3,000 gold. Hyperstone coming out.
I guess I'm not personally surprised at how well Tiny's doing. He had the safe lane, he had a lot of good early farm, but Legion against the Co-op and then the Prof in the off lane of the bad side. I'm more impressed by those two as far as what they've offered here in the mid game.
Yeah, for sure.
And it seems the NiP draft overall didn't have any kind of real strong team fight to it, but it's very much been executed perfectly with the finding pickoffs aspect.
So much burst. It's insane. Legion Commander now picks up the Maelstrom as well. So he's doing pretty ridiculous amount of damage, and now, oh yeah, look at all these little treants everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere on the map. At this point, Vega's like, sweet, at least we get a bit more farm, but tiny bit of gold being given their way to keep all these lanes pushed out. Another dual bottom. And they'll even relocate an Io Tiny. I don't know if that was...
Why not?
Yeah, exactly. Why not?
Maybe they just... Do they leave the Tiny? I guess they could if they want. Nah, they're just going to move to the mid. Oh no, Seema spotted by a Treant.
Gets the fissure off. Now we'll look for the TP, Grip or Nightmare. Not in time. So, NiP go from one pick to the next, and now it looks like they're going to Roshan.
The dire wards in the Radiant jungle are just really funny right now. All the sentries and everything, just everywhere. They have ward. Look at this. They just have such a good positioning of warding on the map.
Well, that just really tells. Not often do you see the dire side care about dewarding the enemy. Normally, it's just they want vision there, but they want to make sure Vega don't see them coming.
Yeah, they don't want Vega to have any room to come back in this game, and it's looking quite grim for them now. Looks like Seema's trying to go for this, the Blink Dagger that might come off, come out and just help them for at least one team fight, but he can't even get out to ward.
Farming that Blink Dagger is just going to be near impossible at this stage. He's going to watch his gold tick up one bit by one bit. Solo's at least got a solar crest for the team now. That can help the gyro out a little bit on the front lines, but there's, I guess, some physical damage, Legion especially, but Tiny's still got the Avatos combo to burst through a lot of his HP. The Bane with the Fiend Script can lock him down.
Yeah, look how afraid Vega are. They're just hugging each other. This is really what they're kind of just stuck in this position where they have to.
Well, he's going to echo some creeps. Not sure if that was intentional or not. His Fissure would have farmed out most of it, so I believe a misclick. Not the end of the world. 2 minutes, and the 2 minutes where I don't think Vega wanted to teamfight anyways.
Is that the first echo?
Yeah, I believe so. There was one time where I thought he was going to echo top, but he had no mana.
Yeah, he ran out of mana top. I think that might have been the first echo.
First echo.
I don't really remember seeing one. Well, so it looks like Seal Kid's gonna go for a Blink Dagger on Bane. We have Yules up on Darkseer with Blink. But yeah, Vega just choked in their base.
Well, looking like it's unlikely. It's not going to change. Yeah. And talk about the Octarine core. Well, Jonas just about has it. 400 gold short, and then we're looking at an even shorter cooldown on his Wrath of Nature. The Sprout's still just level 1 now. But
so many happy little trees.
Absolutely everywhere.
Bob Ross would be very happy.
Yeah. He'd be a Nature's proper player.
He definitely would be.
I guess Trium would be another good hero for him.
Yeah.
Just heal up his teammates. Have a good time.
We got Hanskin's got Guardian Greaves finished on the Wisp already too.
Oh, that's brutal. Yeah,
you don't really see that. You don't really see like a Wisp getting this farm this early.
Yeah.
It's really strong too. Once if he goes for like a Vlad's next to it, would be pretty much GG. Looks like NiP should be able to break the high ground pretty soon. I guess they just want to farm. They just
maybe waiting for the AC, as Era has Aegis and AC now, but they have given time for Shaker to finish that Blink Dagger. Is there any real worry for them just farming, or are they?
No, I guess not. I guess they're just there's not really worry. They're not really feeling too concerned. They're just keeping all their lanes completely pushed in. What time was the Aegis anyway? That was quite a while ago.
A few minutes. Yeah, it's almost 2.5 minutes through.
Oh, they still have some time.
They want to wait till like the last minute or so and push with about a minute left on it. They'll have what it looks like now a Mjolnir complete, or about 400 gold.
Maybe that's what they're waiting on.
No, it doesn't strike me as like a great. Like the AC seems more important item to wait for, but maybe they're just like, well, we're also close to this. Tiny sieging the high ground, so you put a Mjolnir on him, it makes it a lot harder for Vega to go on him.
All right, looks like they're ready to go. Era just pinged top racks.
Okay. Well, they've got to get there. Limps over the Ancients. You've got one hero, Bane, at bottom. They're very split apart right now.
Yeah, Limp's like, wait, I got my Mjolnir. I'm coming, guys. Wait for me.
Going through the jungle biomes. I mean, that's the thing. You're by yourself here in the case of Jonas and Limp, but not really. You've got Io Tiny who can relocate in. The Bane's at least in the vicinity.
You're both super tanky, too. 2,000 HP heroes on both of them.
Yeah. And Vega actually smoked up on their side of the map. Will just come out, and again, we see very little gain from a Vega smoke. Vega will get vision of NiP here in the bottom lane, pushing up.
Yeah, they actually got 2 wards out before...
And they know Era's kind of alone, but I'm not sure that means they can do anything about it.
Yeah.
And very much split push central from NiP. 2 heroes bot, 1 top, 2 mid. There's no real centralized attack coming out from the Swedish squad.
Oh, man. Mag short blinked. He may have actually caught somebody there. He blinked on the low ground with his Yules. It would have been very hard to kill anybody.
Limp. He pops a Mjolnir. Is he going to look to fight this one? He may do so if they're creating space for mid lane. Tiny's on the high ground. Will actually TP towards top. I think realizing that the Vega heroes are swinging their way from the bottom lane. And with that, still about 25 to 30 seconds left on this Aegis. Doesn't look like they're going to
one.
Oh god, Queen of Pain goes down. It's bottom lane though. The split push continues. BKB from Limp. He gets the jewel off that range onto Mag. We'll get the solo kill, and next up could be the Gyrocopter. Top lane, it's the split push from the Tiny. He'll get the melee racks. They're just tearing apart Vega. I can't even follow all the action with it happening in all 3 lanes. Bottom lane Echo from Sioma will bring down Bane, but Limp going to hold his own. Back at mid, it's going to be Tiny split pushing.
Game's over. There's nothing they can do. Victory.
That was, I guess, one way to end the game. Not how I thought the game would end, but it's probably more fitting considering that was how they kind of won the mid game.
Yeah, it was really, really well executed though. NiP, even though they were getting like a little bit outplayed in the beginning of the game, just the movements by Vega, they still just got their levels up, made sure that they got nice wards down, got the pickoffs they needed to, brought 5 heroes for majority of those pickoffs that they went for early on, and it ended up just being beneficial for them. The Blink Tiny ended up snowballing him perfectly.
It really feels like NiP played a fantastic game because, I mean, looking at the drafts was very much something I looked at on paper. I'm like, I think Vega actually have a slightly stronger draft on paper, but very much proving that you can run something a bit more unconventional, make it work.
Yeah, the Legion pick as well, you know, switching up the lanes a bit, throws them off. They were thinking, okay, we're going to have the Earthshaker sitting there to help our co-op. Oh, wait, we don't need to. What do we do with him now?
Yeah, exactly. Not sending the IO tiny mid, and very much felt like the Earthshaker pick was largely designed to secure the mid lane.
Yeah. Era getting first blood too on Mag.
Yeah.
Just all these things adding up. Just really well done by NiP.
Okay, that's game 2. We're going to a game 3. One of these teams getting knocked out from the summit for Europe. One will move on to the next round, I believe, versing the winner of Monkey Business and virtus.pro. Okay, that looks right. So Monkey Business, virtus.pro, those two teams will be facing off tomorrow. Winner of this will be versing the winner of those two teams. So don't go anywhere, guys. Game 3 decider coming up soon.